live. Now usually I'm jumping with energy and everything's crazy and we're jumping around, right? But we can't do that because we are diving with manatees. Guys, this is the most beautiful thing I have ever done. It's incredible to be out here on the water. We're in Homosassa, on the Homosassa River. This is Captain Irish Dave, and right now we are kind of in the sun a little bit. So can we move back a little bit, Dave? So we'll just move it back a little bit. Go ahead. Go back behind me. This way we can get out of the sun so they can see. Go back a little more. You. Okay. All right, here we are. Okay. So now you can see us a little bit better. So we are on the water. This is Captain Irish Dave here. Hey, what's going on? So I don't want to jump and be loud because you got to be quiet. Now, a lot of people don't understand these manatees are docile creatures. They're very calm, and anything's going to startle them, right? So it's any jumping, any movement. Guys, I just dove with them. I was just in the water, right? It was incredible. Face to face, they were kissing, like they were right up on my nose. They rolled over to get a belly rub. It was surreal, unbelievable. I'm shaking, not because I'm cold, but because it was just an amazing experience. And we have to be the voice for these manatee. They don't have a voice, right? And there's so much that they need, so much help, and I want to do that, and it's just great to do this. So like I said, we're on the Homosassa River in Homosassa, and I'm going to go back in the water, but before I do, I want to introduce you to Irish Dave. This is the captain here. Really great guy. You've been doing this for a long time now.
Yeah, 7 years with this company, River Safaris and River Ventures in Crystal River. I've been a captain for about 4 of those years, and it's my day-to-day thing to get people in the water and respect the manatees and yet have an awesome time with every one of these creatures they encounter.
Yeah, so right now, Chrissy, she's in the water right now. She's getting acquainted with basically with the manatees. So they kind of come over. What you're supposed to do is you're not supposed to touch. We're not allowed to touch them, right?
Right.
They come to you. They touch nose to nose, face to face. That's really great. That's what you want. But you're not allowed to reach out. You don't grab them. You don't touch them. But it is, I'm telling you guys, this is the most beautiful experience. I've swam with dolphins. I've been in the water with gators, and this is the most amazing experience of my life. And I got videos and pictures because I was just in the water with them, and I will post them on my Fishing Frenzy Live page. You guys will see that. But I'm going to get in the water, and I'm going to try to encounter right now. Is she on them right now?
Yeah.
So she's got it. Chrissy's in the water. So we're going to go, and I'm going to see if I can get in with them. We can only be so far, so you guys are going to see a little bit of me kind of swimming over. I got to get my mask on. I have my wetsuit. So we're going to leave the camera here, and I'm going to get in there and get going. So I'll get back. I'll talk to you guys as soon as I'm done. So let me switch the camera over so you guys could see right here. So let's see. There she is. So that's Chrissy right there. And she's got a manatee right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go get dressed up, suited. This is good to go. Careful. This one? You could turn it towards me so they can see. So I dumped it. What's that? Oh, swam?
All right, so you're going to go over to the dock over here.
Turn it that way. Turn it that way. Oh, yeah. You see him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So see where that pole is up against the shore?
Yep.
Just to the left-hand side of that, about 5 feet.
Okay. So good. Okay. You can show over here, camera guy.
All right, so everything we're doing is going to be real quiet, okay? Getting into the water.
Gotta be really quiet. I can't be banging around. Can you see me okay? I'm gonna be really quiet. Can't be banging around and jumping around.
right hand side. There you go, perfect. Alright guys, so when we get folks into the water, okay, we can do so much swimming as floating. Once we initially get over to the Manatee, pretty much most movement is going to cease, and everybody gets a wetsuit, not just to keep warm, but also as a flotation device. It's impossible to sink in a wetsuit, so this is why we give them out. And there's also 72-degree constant water temperature, so of course the wetsuit has to keep warm. We give everybody a noodle as well. It gives a little bit of extra flotation, but its primary use is in order to keep people nice and steady and balanced in the water so they're not bobbing around. The less movement around these manatees, because they're so sensitive, the better, the more comfortable they're going to feel, and the longer they're going to hang out. So we've got several manatees in the area. Chrissy's over there with at least one, maybe two. You see one sliding underneath the palm tree that's sticking out from the riverbank. It's going to be pretty difficult to duplicate our practice swim. We really found a lover earlier on. For Nikki, he was all over her, he was bumping her and grabbing her, and started kissing on her. This doesn't happen every single time we get in the water though, so it looks like our one original manatee may have taken off, but there's at least one more up against the riverbank there. Going to move our boat so as we can get a better view of the guys in the water. Might do the job for us. That one take off as well.
Have one over here.
He's sleeping.
That's the camera guy. Don't bring the camera inside. It's got to stay outside. He's logging right here. Got some rest.
He's got one right on the surface beside it.
And still good? Are we still good? So we got one over here.
waiting for you. I'd say exactly where you are. So we got another manatee that's making its way right towards the guys in the water. It's larger, so hopefully he's going to stick around. Best case scenario. And worst case scenario, he's going to give us a quick flyby, we call it. And that's when a manatee just swims past and doesn't pay too much attention to the folks in the water. He's right there now with Nikki. Wind's in our favour, it's blowing us close so you guys can see better. So this guy's probably on his way out towards the Gulf. He's steady swim forward. He's not the kind of manatee that we want to swim with, and the ones that we want to swim with are similar to the ones that we have with Chrissy at the moment. He's kind of hanging out and he's not going anywhere in a hurry.
2 manatees face to face, guys. This is insane. Kissing me, like putting their nose up and breathing me in. It's the most amazing feeling. It's so crazy. I got 2 of them here. We'll see if they come closer. They're so gentle, and they swim and they nudge you. They rub up on your body. And you're not supposed to touch them, but if they come to you face to face, you can nuzzle them. And I have to tell you guys, this is unbelievable. It is so beautiful. I love it.
Another one belly rolling right there.
We got one rolling his belly. Good?
Yeah. So you guys can see Chrissy's on our way up to 3 manatees, 2 of which were busy rolling on their backs. We also have the one that they were swimming with earlier on over by the dock, and he's just kind of hanging out on our anchor rope. He's somewhat friendly, but if we can get a couple more manatees interested, it's going to be good for us to have them kind of hanging around the back of the boat. This guy, he's obviously sees that the boat is here. He's kind of turning towards us. So in terms of manatees being present at the springs, most definitely the cold weather is better. They come up here to keep warm because despite their kind of lumbering size, they only have 3 to 5% body fat. So once the Gulf gets down to 68 degrees or less, manatees get into big trouble if they're not don't make their way into a warm water source within 36 hours. It'll actually kill them. They suffer as well from what we call cold stress. It's like hypothermia, and it puts the manatees in a really bad situation. Sometimes we need to rescue them. Of course, we do that through U.S. Fish and Wildlife. So these manatees are all moving out to the right. We got one coming past the back of the motor here. Maybe a bit of chasing going on with the original 3 that I saw. So right in line with the boat ladder, you got a mom and a calf. on swimming over this way, they're going to come right to you, nose up. So Nikki and Chrissy are kind of making their way over to a pair of mothers and calves. It's the loose social bond, if you like. It's the only time you'll really see more than one manatee together. Baby stays with mom for probably up to 3 years. And this looks like another flyby. They just decided they had business elsewhere.
It's a baby.
So the baby tucked underneath mom's tail. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So the reason behind that, that's their only defense. If they get a bit worried or a bit concerned, baby's going to slide under mom's tail. Any kind of predator is going to look at them, see one large animal, and won't mess with them then.
Guys, it was a baby, a little baby and the mother. It was the most beautiful thing. You guys don't understand how precious that is right there. You don't see that a lot. Nursing. So if you see that, that's really amazing. This is unbelievable. Did you see the baby?
So we're on the lookout for another manatee to swim with. They are on the move, with it being later in the day.
Dave, look right on the boat here.
Oh, mom and calf have stopped right by the side of the boat.
So as you guys can see, we have the wetsuits. The wetsuits keep us floating. These floaties keep us stable, because without the floaties, we'd be flopping all over the place. Well, Chrissy's a pro, though. She don't need it. This is Chrissy, by the way, guys. Say hi, Chrissy. Hi, guys. She is the Manatee Whisperer.
Log it. Stays on the surface. Probably can't see it in the glare, guys, but I've just spotted a manatee that's logging. It's a behavior where they rest pretty much motionless on the surface. They're trying to conserve energy because there's not a whole lot of food in the springs for them. So until we get a break in the colder weather, they're going to be kind of hanging out here in the springs and just attempting to use as little energy as possible so that when there is a break in the weather, they can head the short hour swim out into the Gulf of Mexico. Pretty much the food out there is unlimited. Okay, so it looks like there's actually two of them out there. Chris, you're going to be here at 9 o'clock, about 25 feet. Nikki, if you want to make your way over there, I'm going to move the boat over that way.
Okay. Stick with us, guys. We're going to move this way towards them.
Hopefully get some better light. boat really didn't catch very well.
No, it didn't.
It's right over here.
Chrissy. See it?
How far, Dave?
Where is it?
Right here. Chrissy's headed straight towards it, okay? Oh, you know where them two manatees went? Right here. These actually might be a better pair. This is the one of the three that we saw earlier on. There's that one and there's a second one. They seemed like that they wanted to kind of stick around, you know what I mean?
Are you good?
So we got nose up over there. Second nose up. You got eyes? And the bonus scar jumping out of the water just behind them. So I would start cutting to your about 2 o'clock, Chrissy. He seems to be holding steady. Keep on going. Not where the nose is, it's closer. Alright, Chrissy, like 15 feet. Alright, so Chrissy has eyes on that manatee now. If you're coming up towards him, try and kind of slide around to one side so you're not directly behind him. He doesn't have a neck to know what you are, you just know something's coming. In order to be a boat captain, you have to be able to understand snorkelese, the language that people use speaking through their snorkels. Alright, so the manatee's going to be on Chrissy's left-hand side. And it's turning towards her. This could be an interactive one. Alright. Alright, Nikki, keep on heading towards Chrissy's face, okay?
Come back. It's incredible. Face to face again. Okay. guys, if you ever get a chance to do this, I highly recommend it. River Safaris, Captain Dave, he's amazing, and he'll get you on him. The hard part is you don't want to make any noise, you don't want to splash, so it's hard to swim. You're not supposed to use your feet. You should have seen the size of that gar. This huge gar swam between my legs. This thing was humongous. Amazing, you guys. Absolutely amazing. I am so overwhelmed. These creatures are unbelievable. They come right up to you. They're curious. It's curiosity that gets them. And Dave, you said that they feel with the hairs on them.
Yeah, so their hairs are tied into their central nervous system. They're approximately 100 times more sensitive than a person's fingertips. So they're literally virtually blind, but literally they're able to feel a person's heart beating from up to 10 feet away in the water. So they can be in completely murky water. You or I in the water couldn't see our hands in front of our faces, but these manatees have a complete picture of what's around them, and they are quite happy to swim in that water where, generally speaking, people would not consider swimming. So, so when we go up to the springs, basically the clear water is for our benefit. Manatees couldn't really care less one way or the other.
Guys, sit here for a second. Unbelievable. I'm overwhelmed again. Really speechless. Before I did the show, I did a pre-thing, like a practice to swim with them, to get accustomed to them, get acquainted with them. We had 3 around me. It was nose to nose. Unbelievable. Again, they're a little kind of farther out, and wasn't to be able to be nose to nose, but they did breathe me in, and that alone was unbelievable. Just being in the water with them, I can't explain that experience. You got to do this yourself. But like I said, like he said, they feel you with their hairs, and they breathe you in. So when they do nose to nose with you, they're like taking you in. And one of them, right, Chrissy, they were covering their face with their hand, and then going like this and going like this, almost like it was kind of like sign language. Like, I know you're okay, you're a good person. It was unbelievable. Like, it's like they speak to you, and you could feel that. You could feel that from them. You feel I don't know, you could just feel that. And Chrissy, she's been doing this for a long time, and she has ones that she knows, and they know her, right, Chrissy?
Yeah. Yeah, so they have the capability of recognizing up to 60 individuals. And we swim with them on the daily. So we really get to recognize them, we get to know them, and we also get to be their voice for them in the water. The nice thing about the scars that they get, in a good way, is that when they are in danger or starving or whatever, we can recognize them that way. So we're in the water with them every day. We see how they're doing. If they have injuries or boat strikes or starving or anything, we're able to report that to Fish and Wildlife. So it's super important for the job that we have, to be their voice for them. It's really important right now with the dying that's going on, especially on the East Coast, due to water pollution, and that the grass restoration that we have going on here is one big thing, but there's so much that we have to do together. So getting in the water face to face with the manatee and bringing you to tears today is something that makes you want to do something for them, right?
Yeah.
So this is just what we do on a daily that we're trying to bring to people, that we want them to know the importance of this. Manatees need us, and we're the only ones that can save them. So
That's so great.
yeah.
And like she said, we're their voice. And like I said, getting in there and getting in the water with them, and just, she was right. It had me in tears. Look at me, I'm overwhelmed. It was just a surreal experience. And I have to thank you and Captain Dave for doing what you do. for being out here, for being their voice, for saving them, taking care of them, making sure that they're okay. This is your office, and what a beautiful office you have to get to work out here every day. I love that. It's unbelievable. So again, guys, this is Chrissy, this is Captain Irish Dave, and this is the River Safaris in Homosassa. We're on the Homosassa River. So if you guys want to come out and check with these manatees and swim with the manatees like I did, I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. It's an amazing experience. As you can see, I'm overwhelmed. It really is. And I couldn't wait to do this. This was something I've been really excited to share with you guys. I've had it on my mind. I told you guys each show that we're going to do is going to be more and more. You guys have no idea. We have so many things planned, but this really takes the cake. This really blew me out of the water, without no pun intended. But I'm truly overwhelmed. It was a great experience. I wish we can got one some closer for you guys, but Chrissy took some underwater pictures of them kissing me face to face. We were nose to nose, doing over belly. They had their bellies, they kind of exposed their bellies for like a belly rub. So we got pictures of me with them. I'm gonna post them on my Fishing Frenzy live page for you guys to look at. Definitely check that out there. I'll put some videos up there too of me, you know, going about the day and how I got in the water and proceeded with them step by step. It was really, really, truly amazing. I couldn't wait to bring you guys out here on the water. Please definitely check these guys out. Check into the manatees. Again, we need to be their voice. We need to help them because they don't have a voice. And yeah, that's what we need to do. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you guys come back next week. You never know what we're going to be on, another adventure. You don't know where we're going to be. Check for those pictures on my page. Look, we just had one jump. We had a fish jump. But it's great. But we not only was the manatees, but there was all kinds of fish in there. I had a gar like this big in there. There was sheephead, all kinds.
They have teeth like we do. So
Yeah, they have teeth like we do. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's just great being in the water. I mean, look, we're in Mother Nature. It's so healing. Talk about healing. You guys know I always talk about that to you guys all the time, how special it is to be out here with Mother Nature. Manatees are healing. Let me tell you that, guys. So yeah, definitely check into the River Safaris here at Homosassa. And guys, it's getting windy. I'm getting kind of cold, but I'll catch you guys in the next adventure. Thank you, Captain Dave. Thank you, Chrissy, so much. This really meant a lot to me. Keep grinding, stay strong, always stay humble, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next adventure. You never know where we're gonna be. Love you guys.